Dr. Bruce Lipton, a renowned biologist and epigenetics researcher, has shown that about 95% of our daily actions are actually controlled by the subconscious mind. And here is the kicker. This subconscious programming is mostly set during the first 7 years of our lives. During this early phase, our brains operate predominantly in the theta wave frequency, a state that's highly receptive, almost like a hypnotic trance. It's during this time that we absorb beliefs, patterns, and limitations from the world around us. So, if you grew up hearing things like money is hard to make, you can't have everything you want, or you have to work really hard just to get by, those ideas become automatic programs in your subconscious. Later on, even if you consciously want abundance, success, or happiness, your deeper mind keeps emitting frequencies based on those old, limiting beliefs. These beliefs become internal commands that shape your adult life even if, on the surface, you no longer believe them. Let's look at how this plays out in real life. If your subconscious believes that money is hard to make, you might still earn money, but somehow it always seems to slip away, maybe through unexpected expenses, bad investments, or opportunities that just never pan out. If you were programmed to think relationships are difficult, you might keep attracting partners who reinforce the belief, creating a cycle of frustration. Or, if you were taught that you don't deserve success, you might notice that every time you're about to achieve something great, an obstacle pops up to block your progress. Think about how many times you've set a goal, maybe to lose weight, make more money, or build a healthy relationship, only to find yourself falling back into old habits. This happens because, while your conscious mind wants to go in one direction, your subconscious is already programmed to go another way. That's why so many people try to change their lives, but end up feeling stuck in the same old cycles. They don't realize that their energetic vibration is being determined by a subconscious mind that is still running on outdated, limiting programs. The connection between your inner beliefs and your external reality is a direct reflection of what quantum physics calls quantum entanglement. But if changing your life was as simple as changing your thoughts, wouldn't everyone already be living their dream life? The real challenge is that most people don't know how to effectively reprogram their subconscious. They spend their lives trying to change external circumstances without realizing that the real block is inside them. The good news: there are ways to reverse this programming. Just like a computer can be updated with new software, your subconscious can be reprogrammed with new beliefs that open the door to a new reality. So, if everything in the universe is connected, how does this connection actually happen? The answer lies in entangled particles, a quantum phenomenon that challenges everything we thought we knew about reality and reveals a hidden power within us. When the subatomic particles become entangled, they stay connected no matter how far apart they are. If you change the state of one, the other responds instantly, as if they share the same consciousness. The most incredible part: this communication happens without any visible physical signal, as if there's a level of information beyond space and time that keeps everything unified. Why does this matter for you? Because you're made of these particles, too. Your body, your mind, and your consciousness are all part of this vast, interconnected field. Quantum physics is showing us that our connection to the universe is much deeper than we ever realized. And this connection isn't just a theory, it can be activated and used to transform your life. Some fascinating research by physicist Roger Penrose and anesthesiologist Stuart Hameroff suggests that consciousness itself might be linked to quantum behavior within the microtubules of brain cells. In other words, your own thoughts might operate in an entangled way with the universe. If your mind influences the reality around you, then what you think and feel isn't just locked inside your brain, it actually resonates in the quantum field. Your intentions, emotions, and even your worldview create waves that spread beyond you, interacting with other energies and shaping your life experience. Have you ever had a gut feeling that something bad was about to happen, even though there was no obvious reason, and then it actually happened? Or maybe you thought intensely about someone, and then they suddenly reached out to you. This is the effect of quantum interconnectedness between your mind and the external world. If subatomic particles can communicate instantly, no matter the distance, imagine what happens when your mind aligns with that same frequency of interconnection. Your intentions start to manifest more quickly. You attract circumstances and people who seem to show up at just the right time. Your energy and creativity levels rise. You feel a deeper connection with your intuition and the natural flow of life. If everything in the universe is interconnected, then your thoughts and emotions are energetic transmissions that interact with the very fabric of reality. What you feel and think doesn't just disappear inside you, this energy radiates outward, creating vibrational patterns that influence everything around you. Neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that when you generate a thought, it creates a chemical reaction in your brain, which then triggers a corresponding emotion. That emotion strengthens the thought, forming a feedback loop. If you're constantly thinking about failure, fear, or scarcity, your body vibrates at that frequency, and the vibration affects your decisions, your behavior, and most importantly, what you attract into your life. On the other hand, if you cultivate thoughts of success, abundance, and gratitude, your vibrational field changes, and your reality starts to reflect this new frequency. If you race seeking success but have been conditioned to believe that only a few people are lucky, your subconscious may create invisible blocks that hold you back. In other words, it is not enough to just consciously want something. You need to align your deep vibration. With that intention, the first step in changing your vibration is to reprogram your subconscious to operate at a higher energy level. This means sending consistent signals to your energy field until your subconscious accepts this new reality is true. As we always talk about on this channel, one of the most powerful ways to start reprogramming your subconscious is through meditation and visualization. When you meditate, your brain shifts into deeper frequencies like theta and delta, which are perfect for accessing the subconscious mind. Visualization is where you imagine your goals as if they're already real, and you feel the emotions that come with that reality. This isn't just daydreaming. It's a way to reinforce a new vibration within you. Repeating affirmations like "I am worthy of abundance" or "my energy attracts incredible experiences" helps to recondition your mind to operate at a new frequency. But here's the key. It's not just about saying the words. You have to feel them. High vibration emotions like gratitude and love actually strengthen your energy field and make it easier to connect with the universe. You can combine meditation with deep breathing and intentionally invoke these emotions to amplify the effect. A lot of our limiting beliefs come from past experiences that got stored in the subconscious. Techniques like EFT, emotional freedom technique, and NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, are designed to help dissolve these barriers. When you consistently use these practices, your thoughts and emotions start to vibrate in harmony with the natural flow of the universe. And when that happens, something amazing starts to occur. Your external reality begins to shift to reflect your new internal frequency. When you start aligning your mind with the truth of quantum entanglement, your entire perception of reality changes. You stop seeing the world as a series of random, disconnected events, and start to realize there's a greater intelligence connecting everything. More importantly, you become aware of your own role in this process. The universe responds to the vibration you emit. When your mind and subconscious are aligned with thoughts of abundance, well-being, and confidence, that frequency comes back to you in the form of opportunities, unexpected encounters, and synchronicities that seem like pure luck, but they're not. They're simply the quantum field responding to your new energetic transmissions. People who experience this kind of awakening often report similar patterns of transformation. Synchronicities increase. You start noticing that events and encounters seem to fall into place perfectly, as if the universe is guiding you. You think of a solution, and it shows up. You wish for an opportunity, and it appears at the right time. Your emotional state naturally improves. Negative emotions like fear and anxiety lose their grip, because your mind is no longer stuck in the illusion of separation and chaos. Instead, you feel a deep inner peace, a certainty that everything is connected and flowing in your favor. You also start attracting people and experiences that resonate with your new vibration. When your frequency changes, your external reality changes too. People who were once a big part of your life may drift away, while new connections emerge, bringing opportunities that match your new energy. Challenges lose their power over you. Problems and obstacles don't magically disappear, but your reaction to them transforms. You start to see them as part of a bigger learning process, rather than as punishments or failures. But there is a big mistake that keeps many people from maintaining this state of alignment, the back and forth between faith and doubt. Often, when we start changing our frequency, the universe tests us. Unexpected challenges pop up. Situations arise that seem to contradict the new reality we're trying to create. And if, in that moment, you give in to fear, insecurity, or slip back into old thought patterns, you slow down or even block the transformation process. This happens because the universe always asks for confirmation before it locks in a new reality for you. Think of it like this. When you decide to change internally, the universe needs to test your vibration to make sure you're truly committed to this transformation. Let us say you decide to attract more prosperity into your life and start changing your beliefs about money. For the first few days, everything seems to be going well until suddenly an unexpected expense or a financial setback hits. Most people react with frustration and fear, slipping back into the old frequency of scarcity. And this is exactly where many people get stuck. What they don't realize is that this situation isn't a sign of failure. It is actually a test from the universe to see if your new vibration is solid. If you face this challenge with the same old mindset, the universe understands that your frequency hasn't really changed. But if you maintain your confidence, act with certainty, and keep vibrating in abundance, the universe records this new frequency as your new reality. This applies to any kind of change. If you want a healthier relationship, you might notice old toxic patterns showing up again. That's a test to see if you'll respond differently or repeat the same mistakes. If you want more professional success, you might face obstacles at first, like a difficult client or a challenging project. If you persist, the universe understands you're ready to move forward. If you want to develop more self-confidence, you might face unexpected criticism. This happens to see if your self-esteem has really changed, or if you still depend on external validation. The universe doesn't challenge you to make you give up. It does it to make sure you're ready to receive what you've asked for. When you understand this dynamic, challenges are no longer obstacles, they're signs of progress. They don't mean you're failing. They mean your new reality is being adjusted. In our previous video, we went even deeper into how this alignment with the universe works. So if you haven't seen that yet, make sure to check it out after this one. There is a big difference between just thinking about something and actually feeling as if it is already real. The universe responds to your emotional frequency, not just your rational desire. If you want wealth but feel anxiety and worry every time you think about money, that negative emotion sends out a signal of scarcity and your reality reflects that. But if you desire wealth and can feel gratitude and abundance even before the money arrives, your vibration shifts and the universe responds to the new frequency. Dr. Joe Dispenza explains that the key to manifestation is putting yourself in the emotional state of what you want to experience, even before it happens physically. When you do this, your subconscious starts to accept this new reality as true, and your energy aligns with what you want to manifest. If you want to change your reality, you first need to change your internal frequency. Here are 3 practical steps to do that. Observe and change your thoughts. Start by identifying which mental patterns are creating your current reality. Whenever you notice negative thoughts, replace them with thoughts that match the reality you want to create. Enter the right emotional state. It is not enough to just repeat positive affirmations. You need to feel like you're already living the life you want. Use intense visualization to imagine your ideal reality and feel the emotions as if it were real. Act according to your new vibration. Your energy needs to be supported by aligned actions. If you want abundance, but act out of fear of spending or losing money, your subconscious is still stuck in scarcity. Your actions need to reflect confidence in the new reality you want to create. Many spiritual phenomena that were once considered mystical or unexplainable can now be looked at through the lens of quantum physics. Experiences like déjà vu, premonitions, synchronicities, and even the deep emotional connection between two people can be explained by the principle of quantum entanglement. What is fascinating is that ancient spiritual traditions have been talking about this interconnection for thousands of years, long before modern science started to catch up. Think about concepts like prana in Hinduism, Kai in Chinese culture, or the Akashic field in Western esotericism. All of these describe an invisible field that connects everything in the universe. Now, quantum physics is validating these ancient ideas by showing that there really is a subtle energy field that permeates all things. One of the most respected quantum physicists, Dr. David Bohm, proposed the theory of the holographic universe. He suggested that the reality we perceive is just a manifestation of a much larger, interconnected field of information. Another quantum pioneer, Erwin Schrödinger, famously said, "The mind and the world are one," hinting that consciousness isn't something separate from physical reality, but is actually a fundamental part of the universe itself. This perspective lines up perfectly with the spiritual idea that we are all part of one universal consciousness, experiencing reality through different perspectives. Your mind isn't isolated inside your brain. Your thoughts, intentions, and emotions don't just affect your own body, they interact with the universal energy field. This could explain why you sometimes feel like you've known someone forever, even if you've just met them in this life. It might be a reflection of energetic entanglement between souls. Events that seem like coincidences could actually be direct responses to the frequencies you're emitting. Quantum entanglement doesn't just happen between subatomic particles. It could also explain spiritual connections between people if particles can stay connected across time and space. What's stopping our consciousness from being connected in the same way? This could be why you can feel another person's energy deeply, even from a distance, or why twins can sense when something happens to the other. Even the idea of soulmates can be seen through this lens to consciousnesses that were once entangled and continue to resonate with each other, no matter how far apart they are. Many spiritual practitioners talk about connecting with the all, a state where the mind transcends separation and experiences unity with the universe. This state, often reached through deep meditation, is described in ways that are strikingly similar to altered states of consciousness studied by neuroscience and quantum physics. But here is where a lot of people get tripped up. They try to change their lives only at the conscious level. They make positive affirmations, set goals, and try to think differently. But deep down, they still feel doubt, fear, and scarcity. This creates a vibrational conflict. You might say you believe in abundance, but if you feel anxious every time you think about money, your true vibration is out of alignment. Ask yourself, what do I really feel about what I want to manifest? If there's fear, doubt, or resistance, that means your vibration isn't aligned. Emotion is the factor that shapes vibration. If you want abundance, ask yourself, how would I feel if I were already financially prosperous? And then cultivate that feeling every day. The most effective way to change your vibration is to act as if you were already the person you want to become. If you want more confidence, act with confidence. If you desire success, make decisions like someone who is already successful. Your subconscious needs evidence to accept a new reality. If you want to master this connection with the universe and learn how to consciously manifest your reality, I invite you to join the Quantum Thinking Challenge, a 21-day program where you'll reprogram your mind, elevate your vibration, and unlock your full energetic potential. For 3 weeks, you'll get daily practices to transform your frequency and start attracting everything you desire. The first participants have already shared some incredible results that are showing up in their lives. Are you ready for yours? Check out the link in the first pinned comment. Now that you understand the power of quantum entanglement, the influence of the subconscious, and the impact of your vibration on manifesting reality. There's just one more essential element missing: complete surrender to the flow of the universe. This is the final key to accessing your hidden energy, a state of absolute trust. It means aligning your vibration with what you desire, while also letting go of the need to control how and when it happens. This might sound contradictory, but here's how it works. The more you want something with anxiety and doubt, the more you reinforce the idea that you don't have it yet. That lack frequency blocks the universe from responding with flow. On the other hand, when you're fully aligned and confident, no fear, no anxiety, just a deep knowing that what you want is already in motion, your reality starts to transform in almost magical ways. The secret is reaching a state of vibrational certainty. This means you already feel and act as though the desired change has happened. There's no more doubt, no more waiting, just the absolute certainty that the universe is working in your favor. So, how do you access this key in your own life? Here are 4 ways to practice. Practice unwavering faith. Don't wait to see before you believe. You need to believe first. Vibrate as if you've already achieved what you want, and then reality will start to adjust. Be grateful before manifestation. Gratitude is one of the most powerful energies for realigning your vibration. When you feel genuine gratitude, as if you've already received what you want, the universe responds by bringing it into your reality. Step into the flow of detachment. Desire, vibrate, align, and then let go. Trust that the universe knows the fastest and most perfect way to bring what's yours. Act as if it's already real. If you had already achieved what you want, how would you act? How would you think? How would you behave? Start living that way now. The universe doesn't respond to your desire, it responds to your certainty. When you reach that state of absolute alignment, no resistance, no fear, no attachment, everything starts moving in your favor. You no longer need to search for power outside yourself. It's always been within you, just waiting to be awakened. If this message is resonating with you, I want you to take a moment and comment below. I am ready to awaken my true power. Let's create a wave of intention together, right here in this community. And if you want to keep receiving content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Your transformation journey is just beginning. Now, let's bring everything together. You've learned that separation is an illusion. That quantum entanglement connects everything in the universe, including your thoughts, your emotions, and your destiny. You've seen how your subconscious mind acts like a powerful antenna, picking up and transmitting frequencies that shape your reality, often without you even realizing it. And you've discovered that your vibration, your emotional state, and the energy you emit directly influences what you attract into your life. But the final, most important step is surrender. This isn't about giving up or being passive. It's about trusting the process, letting go of the need to control every detail, and allowing the universe to work its magic. When you reach a state of vibrational certainty, when you feel, act, and live as if your desires are already real, you become a magnet for the experiences, people, and opportunities that match your new frequency. Let's recap the practical steps you can take to start living this truth. Observe and shift your thoughts. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself every day. When you catch yourself thinking in ways that don't serve your highest good, pause and consciously choose a new thought that aligns with the reality you want to create. Feel the emotion of your desired reality. Don't just think about what you want, feel it. Use visualization, meditation, and affirmations to generate the emotional state of already having what you desire. The universe responds to your emotional frequency, not just your words. Take inspired action. Your actions need to match your new vibration. If you want abundance, act with generosity and confidence. If you want love, show up as someone who is already loved and loving. The subconscious mind needs evidence, so give it proof through your daily choices. Practice gratitude and detachment. Be grateful for what you have and for what's on its way, even before it arrives. And then, let go. Trust that the universe is orchestrating everything perfectly. Even if you can't see the full picture yet, stay consistent, especially when tested. Remember, The universe will often test your new vibration before it becomes your new reality. When challenges arise, see them as opportunities to prove your commitment to your new frequency. Hold your ground, keep your faith, and watch as the universe aligns to support you. As you integrate these practices, you'll start to notice subtle and sometimes not so subtle shifts in your life. Synchronicities will increase. You'll meet people who seem to show up at just the right moment. Opportunities will appear where you least expect them. And most importantly, you'll feel a deeper sense of peace, purpose, and connection to the world around you. Remember, you are not separate from the universe. You are an active participant in the great dance of creation. Your thoughts, your emotions, your beliefs, they all matter. They are the brush strokes painting the canvas of your life. If you're ready to take this journey even deeper, I invite you to join the Quantum Thinking Challenge. For 21 days, you'll receive daily guidance, meditations, and exercises designed to help you reprogram your subconscious, elevate your vibration, and unlock your full energetic potential. The stories coming in from participants are incredible people manifesting new jobs, healing relationships, experiencing breakthroughs they never thought possible. If you're ready for your own transformation, check out the link in the first pinned comment. And as you move forward, keep this in mind. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you are being. When you embody the energy of your desires, when you think, feel, and act as if your dreams are already real, you collapse the distance between where you are and where you want to be. So, what reality will you choose to create? Will you keep living by old programs and limiting beliefs? Or will you step into your power as a conscious creator? The choice is yours, and the possibilities are truly limitless. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found value in this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And let's keep growing this community of conscious creators together. Your journey is just beginning. The universe is waiting for you to awaken your true power. Are you ready? Let's do this together. Everything you think you know about separation, about being alone, about being cut off from the world around you is actually an illusion. Science has uncovered something truly mind-blowing, but most people still don't fully grasp it. Everything in the universe is connected in ways that go far beyond what we can see, touch, or even imagine. There's a hidden energy field that links not just subatomic particles, but also your thoughts, your emotions, and yes, even your destiny. So what does that really mean? It means your mind is shaping reality in ways you've probably never considered. And what you're about to learn could completely change how you see your life and the world forever. Let's start with a simple thought experiment. Picture yourself holding two identical dice. You roll one in your living room, and at the exact same moment, someone else rolls the other dice on the other side of the planet. Now, imagine that no matter how far apart those dice are, the outcome of one always instantly affects the other. Sounds like magic, right? But it's not. It's actually a real phenomenon in quantum physics called quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement is one of the most mysterious and fascinating discoveries in modern science. It's been proven in countless experiments. When the particles become entangled, they remain invisibly connected, reacting to each other instantly even if they're separated by distances so vast. It would take light years to cross them. But here's the part that most people don't realize. This principle doesn't just apply to tiny particles. It can also influence your life, your mind, and your energy. If everything in the universe is made of